Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to the One Bitcoin Show. Today is January the 4th, 2018. Strong hand, long-term thinking. All right, I want to say that tomorrow, Friday, 1 p.m. Los Angeles time, 4 p.m. Eastern time, 9 p.m. London time. This Week in Bitcoin, Giacomo Zucco, Michael Krieger of Liberty Blitzkrieg, and Ken Bozak will be on the show tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern time. That is Friday, This Week in Bitcoin. Oh, it is going to be a rocking show. That's going to be a very interesting combination of guys. I'm pumped for it, obviously. Hey, check out the notes section below. You'll see the results, a link to the results of the poll that we had. Be Private won by a lot. That's what people want to see on Trezor as soon as possible. bDiamond came in second, then bRhodium, and then Super BTC was, way behind. So good. Those top three, they should all be proud of themselves. Be Private, though, did kick some butt there. Wow. I mean, it's not a surprise. They have a community already. And hey, I want Trezor to make it all so easy for all of us. Obviously, they don't have to do anything with bRhodium. I believe I said bRhodium came in third, which was great that it beat Super BTC. I'm getting all the names confused here. Pound that like button for Be Private, then bDiamond, then bRhodium. Okay, so another thing that's important when you check out the notes that you can get t-shirts, cryptography, and of course your ledger manager, your Trezor at cryptohwwallet.com. Discounts are below. Speaking of discounts and speaking of speaking, again, I am speaking in San Francisco either on January 15th and 16th or 16th, probably the 16th. The event is called the World Crypto at the South San Francisco Conference Center. There is a 20% discount code, DisruptMeister20. And you can apply it below at a link that is listed below. If you're in the San Francisco area on January 15th and 16th, you get a 20% discount if you use that discount code, DisruptMeister20. Again, it's all listed below where it's going to be, South San Francisco Conference Center. Vinny Lingham's also speaking there. Spencer Bogart, is that his name? He's also speaking. There's a bunch of people who are speaking there besides Adam Meister. All right. So let's jump right into appeal to the short term. I was walking earlier today, and I thought about how people say, "Oh, that's just an appeal to authority." When people are making different arguments when arguing about certain Bitcoin controversies. But then they're the people who just appeal to the short term with their arguments, and they like to bring up FUD. They like to bring up how, altcoins are doing so great now, so obviously Bitcoin is doomed, and they want everything rushed. They're like, well, why isn't it fixed now? Why? I want it now. I want the solution now. And this is, I guess it's natural for people. Their inner child wants things now. The 80% want things now, and they fall for this trickery of the easy solution that's going to give you something that's really awesome now, because altcoins are doing great. Ripple is doing great now. Why not get into Ripple now? Obviously, the world will be saved if I get into Ripple. Forget about Bitcoin. Why can't Bitcoin do bigger blocks now? Obviously, I don't want to wait for Litecoin. I don't want to wait for Lightning Network. These are all, and so people fall for it. People are so short term. The appeal to the short term works. So when someone is presenting an argument, think to yourself, is this a short-term solution? Is this just something that's appealing to my short-term inner child? Is this an appeal to the short term? And here's a perfect example. Let's say you can apply to real life. Life isn't going too well for you. Things are down. What should you do? Should you try to work on yourself, become a better person, through hard work and create a long-term plan? Or should you get a really cool tattoo that's going to appeal to that hot girl at the bar who likes tattoos? So you get that really cool tattoo that's supposedly so cool. You spend all this money on it, and you get that girl at the bar. It's great. And then whatever, a month later, she breaks up with you. She has an affair with another man. You still have the tattoo, and you're not happy. Your life still isn't too good. You haven't improved yourself. And when you try to like get a job, they see you have a big tattoo on your hand that the girl liked, but now you can't get a job because you made this irrational short-term decision that paid off nicely in the short term. Yeah, it was great. In the long term, you didn't improve yourself. You've got this like horrible mark of the beast on your hand now. Everyone thinks you're like some bum, and you basically are a bum now. So again, don't do short-term, don't make short-term mistakes. Again, so now work on yourself for the long term. You'll be able to get anything you want. You won't value your wealth in women either or in tattoos. You'll see the bigger things in life. So apply that to Bitcoin. Do not fall for these short-term appeals to the short-term inner child within you, because if you don't fall for those appeals, you're going to be able to hang on to your Bitcoin and think long-term 2020 and make yourself a better person. Pound that like button. Oh, wow. I just thought about that earlier today. Just made that up. Adam Meister and his wild ideas. All right. What else do we have here? Okay, here. The Jameson Lopp has, from a recent conversation I had with someone who is building it, nearly instant atomic swaps via Lightning Network are coming sooner than everyone thinks. Definitely not a year away, but mere months. Well, for some people, mere months, that they can't wait for that. That's still, they want it now. They want the answer now. But this is awesome. If this really happens, and you know what? I don't care. It could be a year away, the Lightning Network and across atomic swaps, which is something different. Obviously, I can wait for that stuff for the longest of times. I'm in no rush. But if this atomic swaps via the Lightning Network comes very soon, that is going to revolutionize how we trade. Trading altcoins for Bitcoin, and at the very least, it will be something really cool that you can do with Bitcoin and add value to Bitcoin. Just add, people will be more interested in it. It's something legitimate that Bitcoin will be able to do that it can't currently do, but something that's quite useful. So keep an eye on that. Thank you. Hey, I can wait a year. I can wait 2 years for it. But hey, if it's coming sooner than people think, then very awesome. Very awesome. Okay. Now, there's an article out there, and again, I usually don't go for these mainstream Pravda type of articles because this one's coming from a really not so great source, the Bcash Pravda. But Vietnam mining, 7,000 rigs have been imported. Mining rigs have been imported. Cryptocurrency mining rigs. 7,000 cryptocurrency mining rigs have been imported into Vietnam. A lot of them from China. And it made me think, well, first of all, people are trying to worry about China and cracking down on mining. Well, maybe some of those big time miners are already shipping in their mining rigs to Vietnam, preparing for the worst. At the very least, there are people in Vietnam that are very interested in mining cryptocurrencies, which is great. It's a worldwide phenomena. It's just another, some more proof of that. It's very interesting that Vietnam keeps tabs on this type of thing. These states, these countries, these statists, they like to keep track of everything. But the statistic is interesting. 7,000 going into this third world country like Vietnam. You have to wonder how many mining rigs are being shipped into other countries all across the world that are not keeping track of it. So yeah, mining is something that everyone all over the world, not everyone, but people all over the world are interested in. Very interesting, very cool.
And again, you can look at it from a lot of different perspectives. Are there big Chinese players just trying to diversify into Vietnam, just like I said they would be trying to diversify into Mongolia? Or is it just new guys in Vietnam that just want to get in on the game? Okay, so you can check out that article if you want. Yeah, all right. So Ethereum is at $1,000. Big whoop, big whoop. Again, if you value your wealth in Bitcoin, you would understand that indeed, that's an all-time high in dollars for Ethereum. And congratulations if you hold Ethereum. As you know, I hold some Ethereum because I got lucky at the original crowd sale they had back in the day. But I just keep it to the side still. But no, if you value it, Ethereum has been worth 11% of a Bitcoin, if not more. I think its all-time high was 12% of a Bitcoin. So it's not there yet. No way. I mean, it would have to be over $1,500. We're talking $1,000. So if you sold your Ethereum back when it was like 12% of a Bitcoin, you're still doing really well. It's better to have held Bitcoin all this time than the Ethereum that you sold back then. So great job. And no, Adam Meister didn't sell his Ethereum back then. I should have. Look at that. You see, I don't make the best decisions in the world when it comes to the getting lucky on the altcoins originally. I should have gotten rid of all these altcoins of people, but I've kept a few. You know how it goes, people. When people give them to you or you get them for almost for free, you keep them to the side sometimes. But don't buy altcoins, people. Again, go back to my example. It's just a short-term fix. And in the long term, Bitcoin wins the day. Bam! Pound that like button. To be the man, you gotta beat the man, baby. I haven't said that in a while. And Tizen likes that line. And I hope Tizen knows where that's from originally. You know, I didn't make that up. Woo! You know who made that up. Okay, what else do we have here? Here's a tweet. Okay, this is an interesting theory about the altcoin, what's going on with these altcoin pumps. Now, wait a second. Who said this? Whale Panda. This is actually an interesting theory on the Bitcoin and current altcoin manipulation. Big players can't accumulate Bitcoin without moving the price too much, so they pump and dump cheap alts to accumulate Bitcoin. Okay. Whale Panda tweeted out that little saying, and he linked to a Reddit, which has the whole theory about that explained. Now, I don't necessarily think there's a big master plan, but you never know. There probably are some big players out there that are like, you know what, I don't want to buy Bitcoin and buy a bunch of it and pump up the price of Bitcoin. So here's a roundabout way of doing it. I'll start pumping up various cheap altcoins, buy into them. In terms of Bitcoin, they'll go up in a lot in value, and then I'll sell them and I'll get a lot of Bitcoin that way. It's complex. I wouldn't put it past a very wealthy person to do it. Is there a big master plan? Is that the main reason why Ripple and all these just ridiculous altcoins are pumping? No, it's probably not the main reason. Again, there's that whole mentality in Korea, buy the things that are really cheap. They don't understand that you don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin. There's all sorts of psychology behind it. There's the people who don't. There's the fear of missing out. There's people who totally do not understand the importance of decentralization, who do not care about centralized coins, who do not care about pre-mined coins, who are just treating these as like penny stocks, and they don't care it's even a cryptocurrency. It's just something to play with. So that's fueling it a lot also. But check out that link from Whale Panda to that Reddit. And again, if you're in the chat right now, I can't see you unless you do the super chat. I'll be happy to answer your questions if you do the super chat. I saw Russ was in there, though. Russell was in there. He was in This Week in Bitcoin last week. A great guest, a great MGTOW, a great dude. All right. Oh, yeah, Saturday morning. So, okay, I'm in San Diego, and I'm trying to coordinate an event with Regan. Her name is Regan. I wonder if she was born like sometime between 1980 and 88 when President Reagan was president. Anyway, because Regan, that's not a Baltimore name. That's a California name, I guess. Anyway, Regan's a nice lady, and she's trying to set this thing up. Maybe we're going to do it Saturday morning, maybe. Follow me on Twitter at TechBall, people. I'm going to try to keep you updated on the event that way. Maybe tomorrow, This Week in Bitcoin, hopefully we'll know more. But again, This Week in Bitcoin is early tomorrow. That's 4 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. We'll be back for This Week in Bitcoin. But so follow me on Twitter at TechBalt, TechBalt. If you're in San Diego, you can email me at adam@tresorhelp.com. We're trying to coordinate this thing. Maybe another guy contact me who wants to make this bigger than just what Regan and I and Ty Zen are trying to do. So maybe it won't be on Saturday morning. I want it to be here downtown, but maybe it will be up in Carlsbad. Who knows where it's going to be? I've talked enough about this. But yeah, there's going to be, looks like there'll be some type of Bitcoin Meister event in San Diego very, very soon, most likely on Saturday morning. Okay, bDiamond says, we are working on getting Ledger and Trezor to support bDiamond. I'm waiting on the devs to tell me the ARP has been updated on the GitHub repository, and then we will send that code to them. There's a few more requirements the devs also need to complete, but they're working on getting it done. The bottom line is, again, they're trying to get this thing to be kosher for Ledger and Trezor, the bDiamond people. So yeah, let's get it on there. Let's make it all a big happy party so all of us can split our bDiamond safely. Come on, Trezor and Ledger, you can make a lot of money off this. And people will, and the way I say you can make a lot of money off this, people will be like, okay, these are the go-to sources where I can safely split my crypto dividends in the future. If they're doing bDiamond, I better buy one of these things now because I was left out of the bDiamond split. Or and when they eventually get to the B private, hopefully, again, people, you should own a Trezor for the fact that it safely keeps your Bitcoin. But it looks like you should also own one because this is where you get your crypto dividends safely split, okay? They did BGold real nice. Coinbase, they still they haven't given out that BGold yet to people. They may never. There may have to be a lawsuit. Not that I encourage lawsuits, right? I don't encourage lawsuits. I can't stand lawsuits. But that's not a frivolous lawsuit though. Okay. Oh yeah, and also with the bDiamond, I heard there's a rumor that somebody out there is going to start using it in some major transactionary way. Okay, let's wait and see on that one. I don't want to, we'll see. Maybe bDiamond will get itself into the news. Who knows? Okay, that's the end of the cryptocurrency part of the show, I believe. Oh yeah, follow me on Steemit. Steemit at Bitcoin Meister. I keep forgetting to remind people. I'm almost at 2,000 followers on there. Man, am I getting rewarded nicely on Steemit. Whoa. Again, value your wealth in Bitcoin. You get Steem and Steem-backed dollars, then you go sell them for Bitcoin. You trade them in for Bitcoin. I like the platform Steemit. If you're a content creator, earn cryptocurrency there so you can get more Bitcoin. But it's about valuing your wealth in Bitcoin. Pound that like button, people. Oh, we got like 150 live viewers here. Pretty good. This is a weird time. I'm not usually on at this time. Or maybe I am. It's light outside here in California still, back in Baltimore. I think if there's going to be a blizzard back home or something, I don't even know. I just know it's cold back in Baltimore, and I'm happy I'm not there. I'm happy I'm not on the East Coast. It's California, baby. This is where it's at. I mean, you got to admit it. It's San Diego, beautiful weather. Okay, yeah, so that is the end of the cryptocurrency part of the show. So let's talk about health tip of the day again. Yesterday I said no bread. Give up bread. And a reader, a commenter said, you know what, Adam? I gave up bread and I used that money to buy Bitcoin. That's great. That is awesome. That's what I should have said yesterday. Give up wicked foods and use the money you used to spend on those foods on Bitcoin. Also, I immediately after the show, I realized I made many mistakes when it came to my television knowledge, and I'm glad I have no television knowledge. I put the corrections underneath yesterday's video right away. So people, if you hear me make a mistake in the video, always check out the notes section below, because usually I'll have a correction pretty soon afterwards. I got Suzanne Summers and Farrah Fawcett confused. Farrah Fawcett is deceased. Also, that show took place, Three's Company took place in Santa Monica. I always thought it took place in San Diego. I had no idea. I didn't watch the show. It was on his it was on his repeats. I saw repeats of it and stuff. I never liked it. Again, but Suzanne Summers was a very beautiful woman when she was on that show. Now she has a lot of plastic surgery, and she's over 70 years old. But I mean, whatever. If you're a 70-year-old guy, I guess that's pretty well. No. Excuse me. If you're a 70-year-old woman, you're doing real well if you look like her. I mean, it's so fake. Oh God, the plastic and everything. If you're a 70-year-old guy and you're wealthy, you can get a 19-year-old woman. Come on, it's that easy. You won't be dealing with you won't be dealing with the the Suzanne Summers of the world. You'll be dealing with what Suzanne Summer looked like in 1975. All right. What else do we have here? I'm not going to talk about. I'll leave this one for another day also. My systems will, there are all these doom guys out there that says the system is about to collapse. I'm going to address that in another show. I'll leave you hanging. I'm Adam Meister, Bitcoin Meister, Disrupt Meister. Remember to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video. Do check out the notes section below. I will say hello to everybody in the chat. Bye.